Want to learn how to build a powerful weather app in SwiftUI? In this tutorial, we'll show you how to create a weather app that pulls real-time data, displays a sleek 5-day weather forecast. This is perfect for iOS developers looking to level up their skills. So this is the actual app. As you can see, you can type in any city. I just typed in Miami in advance. If I click on the button, Get Weather, it gets the weather for today in Miami, and it also gets the 5-day weather forecast for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with actual temperatures. And it also shows if it's going to be light rain, cloudy, clear sky, broken clouds, overcast, or light rain. Just to show you that it works, I'll enter another city, Karachi. Very hot city, 29 degrees. Full sun with a few clouds. And that's the weather forecast for the remaining 5 days. Also, I'll enter London. As you can see, London is much cooler, it's much colder. Then finally, I'll enter another hot city, which is Lagos. 36 degrees, very hot. So this is the application that we'll be creating in this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials. In this tutorial, we will implement the search bar and get weather button in our content view. So we will enable the user to type in the city that they want to search on for the weather, and then click on the Get Weather button. And also display a little progress indicator, as you can see, just below the button. So that's the functionality we'll be creating today. Within your content view, type the following: @main actor . The purpose of using @main actor is to make sure all the UI updates happens on the main thread. The next thing we need to do is type the following after lines 11: @state private var view model weather view model. So we need to create a new instance of our weather view model class. And then on line 16, we can delete the text element. Type the following: navigation view VStack. Within the VStack, we add our search bar. $, view model dot city. So that includes the city to search on. Dot padding top 20, and that adds padding to the search bar, to the top of the search bar. Padding horizontal 20, and that adds horizontal padding for the search bar. Next thing we need to do is to add the button action task. So the reason why we need a task is because the button action will be executed within a asynchronous process when it is fetching the weather. So we need to use await view model dot fetch weather to call the fetch weather method asynchronously in the view model. Our button needs a caption, which is our text element. The name of the button or the caption of the button is called, or has the caption get weather. And then we just need to style the button text, font weight, semi-bold, padding, to add padding around the text, background color, blue, foreground color, white, that should be foreground color, corner radius, 12, frame, max width, infinity, the purpose of using infinity is to make the button stretch across the available width of the frame. And the next thing we need to type in is dot padding horizontal and then after line 37 we just add some padding to the top of the button, top 4, and then we just need to add our progress indicator, our progress view, like the following: if view model is loading. So if there's data to be downloaded, then show the progress view with the text loading. Dot progress view style, circular progress view style. Tint color is blue. Dot padding to add padding around the progress view. Let's see if it's viewable within the preview, is it? Yeah. So at the moment, that's what we've done. In the next tutorial, we will start to add the other features, such as some of the summary for the 5-day forecast. So that's for the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials.